If you've been looking for a faster and easier way to edit your videos, then you're gonna love this one. You can now edit your videos just like a text document by editing text. And this is what it looks like. So I'm gonna edit this part out so I can skip straight to this. And this is what it looks like. So I'm gonna show you how to use it and how powerful and easy it is, step by step using Descript, an awesome new video editor. So Descript is an amazing online audio and video editing tool. It started out primarily for audio and for podcasts, but there's now a lot of new video tools that are super powerful. Now you can use it as a complete end-to-end or start to finish video editing tool and do everything you need to do in there. Or you can edit your content down fast in Descript, and then you can easily export it to more professional video editing software like Final Cut and Adobe Premiere. So this workflow will make it so fast to edit down a ton of footage. And this is something that I thought would have really helped out back when I was doing documentary projects where you've just got hours and hours of interviews from lots of different people to be able to quickly skim through, remove chunks, move chunks of audio and video around. This thing would have been a lifesaver. Now there's some other cool features in here too to help you with your video creation. You have the ability to save out your captions or your subtitles as subtitles files or as text documents. You can also add them directly into your video from within Descript as well. You can also add in music, B-roll, and it's also a great collaborative video editing tool, meaning that you can have team members log in remote to help you with your edits. Now probably one of the craziest features in here though is a new overdub feature or AI voice correcting feature. So if you've made a mistake while you're presenting your video, while you're recording your podcast, you can literally delete that piece and type in a new piece, the correct thing that you wanted to say, and it will read it out for you in your voice that is generated by AI. This is going to help you dramatically speed up your video edits massively. This is totally insane and crazy, a little bit scary, yet pretty damn awesome. So let's jump in and I'll show you how it works. All right, so the first thing you want to do is head over to the Descript website, come up to the top right and sign up with a free account. Once you've created your account, you'll want to come up to the top right-hand corner here and download the Mac or the PC app. These are identical. I'm going to be showing you on a Mac, but the process is the same on PC. So you want to download and install that app onto your computer and then go ahead and open that up. Once that's installed and you've logged into the app, then this is what you'll see. You've got your projects and everything on the side here, anything that you're currently working on or working on with a team. And then over in the top right hand here, we can create a new project, or we can click down here to create the new project. So we're going to click on this. We're going to call this one Justin's video, and we're going to create this project. From here, we're going to import our video footage. So it says we can drag and drop our audio or video in here to transcribe it. I'm going to go choose a file. I'm going to find our video file, this one here. Go ahead and click open. We can see it's adding the file down the bottom here. Now, part of this import process is it's going to go ahead and it's going to transcribe using amazing AI technology. It's going to transcribe everything that is said in our video file here. Now, obviously this is going to work for audio as well. And let's just enter here the speaker name, which in this case is going to be me. Add Justin as a speaker. So we can go ahead and click on done. And we can see here that it's preparing our video. So this is uploading our audio piece to Descript. They're transcribing it and they're going to prepare our script here for us to then edit from. Now, while that's happening, up the top here, you can see that we've got our video controls to go back 5 seconds, to go forward 5 seconds, to adjust our playback speed. We can record more voiceover or audio here. We've got our audio bars here. We can see our video preview here, and all of this is adjustable. So if we want to stretch this across so we're seeing the video bigger, then we can do that as well. On the right-hand side here, we've got options for the layout of our video, so we can adjust the width and height and everything to do with this video clip. We can also switch between active track view here, or the track inspector, where we can again preview the audio from different pieces and different clips. And we can view all the comments if we're working collaboratively in here as well. And this will make more sense as we go through. So we'll go back to our clip inspector here. And then when we put our mouse over this section here, this piece is really important. If you come up and click up here, then we can adjust our video settings. So it's automatically detected that our clip is a landscape, widescreen, 16:9. It was shot in 1080p and it was shot at 30 frames per second. We can adjust all of these. So if we later want to repurpose this to be a square video or a portrait 9:16 or even a custom format, then we can do all of that in here. I'm gonna go ahead and leave this now. But now that this transcribing is done, you can see it's done a pretty good job of dropping our script in here. So getting into the editing piece here, just like with regular video editing, there's lots of different ways that you can do things. We do have our timeline clip down the bottom. We can see that we've got this blank area at the start. I can just grab this and move it along here so that our video actually starts just before I start talking here. Once I let go, we've trimmed off the start. So that's really nothing new in terms of video editing. But where it gets really powerful is if we hit play up here, we can play through what I'm saying, we can read what I've said, and we can just edit from this text. If you've been looking for a faster, easier way to edit your videos, then you're gonna love this. You can now edit your videos just like a document by editing text. So just by looking at this overall script here, just at a really quick glance, we can see by the way that these paragraphs have started that I redid that intro. I didn't just use the first take, I had a second attempt at it. So if I want to remove all of this first piece here, I can just select all of this down to here, and I can just press delete on the keyboard, and that's now gone. We've literally just edited out that chunk. And likewise, you can see here, if we look at this paragraph here, again, I've had a couple of attempts at trying to get my words right, or trying to articulate what I want to say here. So we can see all of this, we can see all the failed attempts just here in this sentence. So we've got it looks, this is what, and this is what it looks like. So I can take all of this out to here and just press, again, delete on the keyboard, and that's gone. So now if we play this through from here, you can now edit your videos just like a text document by editing text. And this is what it looks like. So you can see just how fast it is to pick up on any mistakes that you've had, to quickly highlight them and just press delete, and they're gone. Now this doesn't just work for removing text, we can also pick up text and move it around. So let's just say we want to grab this text down here, this sentence. So I'm going to show you how to use it and how powerful and easy it is. I can just select that text. I can cut it by right-clicking, choosing cut. That will crop it out. And let's just say that we wanted to put it right up the top here, and let's paste it back in here. We can right click and choose paste. So we can click here, and let's just play this now. So I'm going to show you how to use it and how powerful and easy it is. So this is huge, to be able to just grab chunks of text, delete things, move things around, but also easily just see where you've made mistakes. So if you're someone like me who takes a few attempts to actually get into the flow of it, or to get your sentence the way that you want it, then this is going to be an absolute game changer for you. Here's another example. I've had a few attempts of getting it here. We can just select the stuff that we don't want, press delete, and it's gone. Now, the other thing we can see at a glance here too is we've got these little pause marks. It says here that there's blank audio for 14.6 seconds, 8.9 seconds. So this is showing me where I've got these blank areas in the timeline. So once you've gone through and you've edited down your footage, there's some amazing tools in here to help you really tidy up and clean up your video. So for instance, if we come up here to this setting button here and we come down to shorten word gaps, then here we can see all the different word gaps there are, all these pauses in the video, and we can either go through and click on them and manually adjust them in here, or we can just come down here and let's just say every audio gap, let's just shorten it to 0.3 seconds. And let's go apply to all. Now all of those audio gaps are now tightened up. And if we zoom back out on our timeline here down the bottom, we can see that we've now got a heap of little cuts in our timeline or in our edit where it has removed all of those gaps for us. Now we can also come up here and we can choose remove filler words. So if you're someone who likes to say things like so, or you can see them all here, then we can click a button here and then we can easily bring all of these up to again jump straight to those sections and listen to what it sounds like. And we can then remove those sections, or again, we can bulk remove them up here. So it's easy to see at a glance where you've got these in your video, and some of them you might want to leave in, but others you can easily tidy up and remove. And again, for more control over this, you've still got access to your timeline down the bottom where you can pick up and adjust your clips and shorten and lengthen the pauses or the gaps to make it sound the way that you want it to. And you've got your tools down the bottom here to help you do that. So just say we wanted to add a cut in our audio here, we can hit the blade tool and add a cut here. And now we can adjust that piece to shorten or to extend out that gap. So once you've gone through and you've edited down your script or your video to be where you want it, Then you can start looking at some of the other video editing tools and things that you might want to use. Things like adding titles. So let's say we wanted to bring a title on screen at the start here. What we would do is select the length of time, the amount of text that you want your title to show up for. We come up the top here to the plus. We scroll down here and you can see we've got an option in here for title. So now down on our timeline here, and I'll make this a bit bigger so that we can see it, we now have a block here as an extra video layer essentially, which is our title. So over on the side here, we can edit this text, Justin Brown. So now if we select this, we can come over on the side here and we can customize this up. Now there aren't too many fonts in here that you can select right now. So we're gonna leave this one with Roboto and we can adjust the size of it. Let's turn off the outline or the stroke here. You could add a background on it if you'd like. Let's keep this one really plain and let's just move this down to the bottom left-hand corner. So we can come up here to our X and Y. You can see that we're just able to slide these around. And then we'll move it over to the side here. And we now have that as a little text card that will pop up throughout this length of time. You can see that's here in the timeline. We've got our text item there. Now, just like other clips, as you would in regular video editing, we can change this. So I can shorten this down if I only want it for a very small piece of time. I can also zoom out so we can see it. I can also pick it up and move it around. So if we want it to start here, where it says you can now, then it's now in that position there. And again, maybe we want to shorten this right down so it's just for that last part of that sentence. So we can see here that it starts there and finishes there. Now we can also manually adjust it from here. So we don't have to edit in the timeline at all. And this is what I think is really cool about this, is that you don't have to play down there. You can do everything you need just up here. So I think this is really going to help a lot of people edit their videos fast and really simply. Likewise, if you want to add in any shapes or graphics on here, we can come up the top. Let's say we want to add in a rectangle and we want to put this down the bottom here. Let's stretch this out so it fills the entire area. Let's say we wanted to have one of those videos where you've got the captions down the bottom. We can just create our rectangle. Let's change this from purple. So let's go this blue here. Let's turn off the shadow. Let's turn off the stroke, just so we've got a basic rectangle. Let's pull this down to the bottom. And this is something you'd probably be doing if you were creating a square video. So we could even change the style of our video here to be square so you can see what I'm talking about. Let's make it one of those square or 1x1 videos. We've got our blue area down the bottom here where we're going to add our captions. And then let's create another one for the top here. So again, let's go new, down to shape, rectangle. It's kept the settings exactly the same, which is awesome. Let's put it up here where we want it, somewhere around there. And now we could add in some more text. So we can come up here to the plus and let's choose title. Maybe we'll have here how to edit faster. Let's pick this up. Let's move it up the top here. Again, we can make this bigger. Let's stretch this out so it fits. And then let's say we wanted to bring this text in here as captions along the bottom. There's a cool feature in here. Again, we select the start where we want this to happen. We come up to the plus and we come down here to what is called fancy captions. So in here, we've now got another text box that's appeared. And again, you can see all of these just as you would with regular video editing. We've got these layers down the bottom here. But what happens as we scrub through here is that all the words here from our script are actually coming over here as titles. So if we play this through now, if you've been looking for a faster and easier way to edit your videos, then you're gonna love this one. Then we now have this text box, which is auto captioning our videos. Now, like I said, you've got a good level of control and customizability in here. You'll notice right now, those bars and the text and everything that we added aren't on here. That's because I didn't stretch them out and say, I want you to show for the entire length of the video. So if we come back up here to the start or go back to the start of our timeline, if we zoom out on the timeline, either pinching to zoom, if you've got a trackpad, or use the zoom slider here, we can now literally drag these things out. If we want them for our entire video, we can drag them across, and wherever we drag them out to is how long they're going to be shown for on screen. Same as our title down the bottom. So let's stretch all of these to the end of our video, and now we're good to go. Our video is going to look like this with all of our titles right through to the end. So let's go back to the start of our video here. There's some other really cool features in Descript that are really powerful that you should definitely know about. So we're back at the start of our video. If we just click here at the start, then we also have the ability to add different effects in here as well. So let's come over here, add effect. And in here, we have some great audio effects to really help help you clean up your audio. A lot of these are found in more professional video editing software and audio editing tools. Things like compressor, limiter, ducking, or the ability to reduce the volume on other tracks if you're adding music tracks and those sorts of things in here. Equalizers and filters, and yeah, a lot of cool stuff. But the newest one is this studio sound. And this can really help you clean up your audio if it's not that great. So here's a quick before and after example from one of their tutorials, just so you can see the difference.
What's up guys, this is Justin with Ultimate Baseball Training, and in today's video, I wanted to simplify baseball hitting mechanics. I feel like there's a lot of garbage out there,
But in terms of applying it, you literally just click on it and it's gonna go ahead then and apply it to your entire video file or audio file. And when it's done, you can adjust the intensity or how much of that effect or of that improvement is actually going to be applied. So you don't need to have this at the maximum effect. You can dial this down. Actually sounds like it started pouring with rain outside, so maybe I need to apply this to this video. Another really cool feature here in Descript is what they call the overdub feature, which is essentially an AI version of your voice that you can use to correct any mistakes or anything you might have missed while you were recording. So to do this, you will need to go through and train up the AI with your voice. So it used to be that you'd have to read out these set scripts so it would learn your voice, but now all you need to do is upload some video or audio files of you speaking, and it can pretty much learn your voice from there. So here's an example of how you can use it. Let's come right down to the bottom here, end of the video. I'm just gonna come up the top here to the little plus, then down to overdub. Now here we can type out anything we might have forgotten to say, and it's gonna read it out in my voice. So let's just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, testing. My name is Justin Brown. I'm an AI voice from Descript. So once you're done and you deselect it, we can see down the bottom corner here that it's generating overdub. Once that's done, it only takes a few seconds, then we're good to go playing this back. So we'll click back at the start here. Now let's come up to play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, testing. My name is Justin Brown. I'm an AI voice from Descript. Pretty good. Now you don't just have to use it at the end and create a whole new sentence. We could just replace one word. So let's see what this sounds like. Let's swap out powerful here. We'll select powerful. We'll choose overdub here. And let's type in amazing. Click overdub and wait a few seconds for that to process. We'll come back to the start here and let's play it from there. So now that you've seen how amazing, awesome. Okay, it sounds a little robotic, but you can see the power of this thing. Just being able to swap out a word without needing to go and reshoot a whole chunk or a whole section of your video. But yeah, a little scary as well. All right, so once you've gone through, you've edited your video down, you've added any AI voice bits that you need, added your text and everything. To save this video out directly from here, you just need to come up to File, then choose Export. There is direct save and export here to YouTube. If you want to do a cloud export, you can save this out to a video file by choosing video file here. You can also use it to create GIFs, audio files. You can also just download the text here as well as a text document. We can also save out a subtitle SRT file too. So we're just gonna go ahead and click on video. So then we can go ahead and dial in some of our video settings as we need to change them up. We can specify the video quality. It's defaulting here to medium, but I'm gonna select high. And then we just need to hit export and our video is going to be saved. Now just to go back a page here, this bottom section here I think is absolutely amazing. That you have the ability here to directly export your timeline, all your edits, your cuts, your removing of breaths and filler words or gap words. You can literally do your base edit here in Descript, and you can directly send your timeline with all of your edits and changes straight to Final Cut, straight to Adobe Premiere Pro, which also opens you up to other applications as well, because you could import your Final Cut project or your Adobe Premiere project from here into tools like DaVinci Resolve as well. So this feature I think is an absolute game changer. Whether you're looking to actually edit and add text and add the bars and all of that kind of stuff in here and have this as a complete end-to-end editing solution, or you just want the ability to do your base edit, to remove stuff, to move chunks of video footage around as text and quickly see where you've made mistakes or repeated yourself. This is a really fast way to edit your footage down and then directly link it out to Final Cut. So to show you quickly what this would look like, let's just set our format here back to widescreen, and let's go back to the top here and let's remove our text and our color bars, just right clicking on these, hitting delete, all of those extra graphics and things, even our title that says Justin Brown. So we've just gone back here and all we've got now is the edits that we've made. So we've still got all of these tiny little cuts in our timeline. If we now export this and choose File, Export, let's go ahead and choose Final Cut. We're going to hit Export. Let's save it on the desktop here. So now if we go ahead and open this up in Final Cut, let's see what this looks like. Let's make it a bit bigger. We've got our entire project here from Descript. It even has our subtitles added as subtitles in here, which we can turn on and off, but we have all of our cuts made here as well. So this is where I really see the power in Descript, having the ability to edit your footage down with text, even just as a base edit, then be able to edit it using more professional editing software. This is huge. And again, you're not just limited to Final Cut. This will work with Premiere and a lot of other editing applications as well. So that's how powerful and how easy it is to use Descript. And I haven't even covered off all of the features in here. And that's why I think this is so amazing. Now, in regards to pricing, there is a couple of different options. There is a free plan, but any video that you export will have a watermark on it. So to remove that, which is what I'd suggest that you do, you want to jump on one of their paid plans. So you've got the creator plan for $12 per month, which will give you 10 hours of audio transcribing per month. Or to unlock all of the more professional features, that's where you want to jump on the pro plan for $24 per month, giving you 30 hours of transcriptions. So crazy cheap considering how much time this is going to save you. So overall, I think Descript is a game changer when it comes to video editing, especially online video editing, collaborative video editing. This is going to help you speed up your video edits massively. So I think Descript is going to be great for anyone, whether you're an absolute beginner just starting out, maybe making your first videos. Descript is going to have all the tools that you're going to need, and it's going to make the editing process very quick for you. And even for those people who are more advanced and looking for more professional editing features and tools, this is going to help you edit down tons of footage fast, build out your scripts, build out your stories, and then you can easily export to things like Final Cut and Premiere, where you can access more professional editing software beyond that. So across the board, I really do think Descript is an amazing tool, and it's going to help a lot of people with their video editing. And it's even something that we're now looking to build into our video creation process as well, where we are doing our first pass edits in Descript to help speed up the process. So now that you've seen how powerful and awesome Descript is, if you're looking for animated graphics and titles and video intros to use in your videos and live streams, then definitely check out the video that is linked on screen where we show you some amazing resources to help you easily create them. I'll see you in the next one.